What's up, everybody? I usually don't make videos in my car, but today I have to because, not that I have to, but there's a lesson. There's something I want to share, and I'm out. I'm going to be out for a while, and after this, I'm going to be at a coffee shop going into my manuscript. But there's the way that I teach, and the reason I teach is because I teach from a place of things that I've experienced for myself. And, a lot of the reasons that I work with the people that I do and I teach the things that I teach is because I have felt all of it. Hi, Rick. If you're on here, say hello. There's a lot of talk of personal growth and being your best self and, push, push, push and grow, grow, grow. What's your grandest dream? What's your vision? But we don't really talk about the heartbreak that happens on that path. There is, for some of us, even more than others, and I'll tell you why. But I have to tell you that my heart has been breaking for the past 2 days, and it's what I have to really sit with, because, our heart breaks so that we can let more light in. Our heart breaks because there's a level of ascension. There's a deeper understanding, a deeper knowing. It's a call to go further within yourself, right? But it's not comfortable. It's heartbreaking. And it's part of our human condition. It's part of being human. And, I just was sitting in Agape. I was just in Agape too. I was just in Agape and I was crying off and on the whole time because it was just so much for me to be so exposed feeling. Hi, Francisco. I felt so exposed just being around so many people and so much love when I was feeling so much pain. And it's very tender for me right now because here's the thing that I want to share with you guys. And I want to be totally vulnerable because I know that I teach and I give others permission to do the same. And I don't bullshit people and tell them that I've been going through these things or that I know how they feel, and I don't. I do. But there's a call to go to your highest self. There's going to be pain that you feel on that journey, right? It's fucking worth it. All I can say is that it's so worth it. So one of the thing that's been like breaking my heart the past few days is that what do you do when you realize that your highest self doesn't, like, you are less relatable to the people that you love when you are your highest self, right? So for me, my family, I love them, but they love me more when I'm my lowest self. My family loves me more and is more relatable to me when I am on drugs or alcohol or whatever it is. And that's the interesting thing. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking, but I tell you that on the journey to your highest and best self, it takes a ton of courage because there are people who are unwilling to see your light. Your light will blind them. Your light will remind them of everything that they're unwilling to look at within themselves. And in Agape just now, in my spiritual center, there's this wall of all of these great leaders in the world. There's like Mother Teresa, Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King. And I was looking at them and I was so inspired because I'm like, these people have had their hearts broken so many times and they've been misunderstood so many times. They felt alone, maybe isolated, whatever, so many times. But at the end of the day, they had to go forward. They had to go forward because they have to, because someone needs their message. And that's like me. There's people that need my message. So I continue to show up. I continue to feel it. But I want to share all of me because you guys, I get on here and I talk about all of the great things. And yes, like, I love my life. I love my business. I feel very successful. I love my book. I love all these things, right? But I have shit. I'm human. I am just like you. I'm just like you. So I share this because I want you to understand that you're not alone in whatever you deal with and face at home, when you're not making the videos, when you're not dealing with clients, when you're not showing up. But I want you to know, and this is an invitation, to show up anyway, to show up even more. You know, last night I was feeling this because I let my family stay with me. They're in from out of town. And you guys will read when you read my book that my family, it's been a long journey, but it's been my journey becoming a new woman, right? They don't like that woman. They really don't. It really makes them uncomfortable. And it's so uncomfortable to know that, like, your highest self may not receive the same love as your low self, right? So the journey of this kind of warrior that we are, the people that have gone through things like I've gone through and that continue to, is that you have to look within and just find that space and that courage and that love and that light in the spirit that is beyond. It's the metaphysical. It's beyond what we see, right? Can you tune into that and draw the light and the courage and the power and the presence and everything that you need to just move forward? But know that your heart breaking is your power. There's people that their hearts should be breaking all the time, but they ignore it. They numb. They don't feel it. I used to be one of them. So now I sit with it. You know, I sit with it. Your heart is going to break on the journey to highest self. You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to feel like you're doing something wrong. There's going to be people that attack you because they don't like it. Can you power through? Can you turn within and do it anyway? And for any of you, Petya just said that's her family stuff too. We just have to decide that, like, really, my family has become my soul family, right? Like, my friends, Jessica and Daniel, actually, they're going to cook me dinner tonight, right? They're going to cook me dinner. I'm going to go give them nice, beautiful hugs, and it's going to feel amazing. But in the meantime, I'm going to go finish writing my book because a vision is pulling me. But I think it's important that as leaders, I had this conversation with you guys the other day, as conscious leaders stepping into next level of consciousness, the path of ascension requires you to feel. It requires you to feel everything. You can't only feel some stuff. You have to feel all of it. You cannot go to your highest and best self unwilling to look at all of you. All of you. So this pain, this heartbreak that comes up for you, you have to feel it. If you're not willing to feel it, you're going to miss out on the gifts. You're going to miss out on the gifts. So in this heartbreaking, and I'm like really tender right now. Like, I feel really tender. My energy is so tender. And it's beautiful because I'm in this place of being so receptive to, like, everything. But my biggest lessons were that, you know, sometimes when the people that you've known and grown and loved and been around, and you identify with them as your family because they are your biological family, and sometimes when they do not receive you or see you, you can feel very alone. So you might look outward like, I want to hang out with people, I want to spend time with people. Don't. It's okay to get the love and do what you need to do when you need to do it at times, but you have to make sure that you're not just distracting yourself and that you feel the heartbreak. Feel it. Because every time my heart breaks, and I share these things with my groups, you know, there was a time in November where I had this big money breakthrough about my own worthiness. And I was like inside of my expansion group on the live stream crying to them. Not because I'm like, guys, I need your help. I don't need their help. I'm crying to express the heartbreaking because we need to allow our hearts to break. It's like it breaks open and it allows everything we need to come through. And it's so healing. So every time my heart breaks, I know there's a level of ascension happening. I'm seeing more. I'm feeling more. Jenny, yes. And I'm so excited for us to do our sessions together because it's no coincidence that we were brought together and I'm feeling this and this is where you may be feeling. But here's the thing, guys. There's always more for us to unpack. There's always a higher self. There's always one more, you know, level that we can stand up a little bit higher and look down upon more and more things, right? Rick, you're still here. Yes, it is. It is an invitation, right? So I've obviously been invited. So I'm feeling it. And, you know, it brings up feelings of abandonment. It brings up feelings of not being seen and not being heard because, you know, when I went to I'm actually getting another energy session with him this week. And it's such divine timing, right? I'm not going to UPW. but I am going to see Tony Robbins' energy healer, Dr. John Amaral. He's amazing. I had energy sessions with him last time I went to UPW, and I'm going to go see him for a session on Friday, and I freaking can't wait. I thought it was so I thought it was so well timed, because the last time I saw him, I was like, I want to open up to more abundance, and this was in November, and he goes, you are abundant. Your energy field is like wide open. He said, your biggest block right now is that you're afraid to leave people behind. There's people in your life that make you feel like, that have led you to feel like that you're going to be left behind. And it instantly struck me. I'm like, that's my family, because my family withholds their love and basically tells me something that is wrong with me in this new higher self. So, and I've done a great job of just finding my new community, but when they come to stay with me, it's like, whoo, that's a lot. It's coming back in. So, but it's life giving me the medicine that I need. Sometimes it doesn't taste good, but it's the medicine that I need so that I can help other people. It's the compassion that I need to help other people. It's the heartbreaking that I need to be reminded of, so that the women who's, are feeling this heartbreak or need to feel it, who need to dive deeper into their shame closet, to their baggage, so that they can really open it up and let it go. Because there were times where I only read books, and I would go out with people and I would drink wine over this stuff. But in the now, I know that all we can do is sit with it and ask, what's the message here? Why do I really feel like this? I could say, well, I'm pissed at them. No, I'm not pissed at them. I'm actually not pissed at them. I'm actually heartbroken. I'm actually heartbroken. So yes, Jenny, thank you. And I love you too. I feel like I have to be transparent, because I can't just get on here and share with you guys and say, you should do this and meditate and life is going to be good. That doesn't mean shit, guys. That doesn't mean shit. This is the real work. The real work comes in the pain. The real work is sitting with the pain. The real work is learning to love and embrace the pain. Can you? Can you step into that warrior? So I'm going to go right. This was healing for me just as much as it was healing for some of you, maybe. And if you feel called to do more and more of your deeper work, then reach out. You don't have to do it alone. This is the work that is needed to be done. Really, this work is what needs to be done for people who feel like they're blocked. You're not money blocked. You're not love blocked. You need to dissolve the barriers. And sometimes what dissolves those barriers is a day of heartbreak and the tears. The tears wash it away. Down the session. So what do? We just open up. We sit with it. There are no blocks. There are no blocks. There are no blocks. There's just an unwillingness to look at your shit. There's an unwillingness to sit with the pain. When you sit with the pain and you ask, why am I suffering financially? You'll find the answers. When you sit with the pain and you ask, why do these people piss me off so badly? You'll find the pain. It takes willingness. But I invite you, if you're experiencing any sort of block in any sort of your life, in any way of your life, and the reason why I'm willing to sit with the heartbreak is because I don't want to sit, I'm not willing to let it slow me down anyway. I'm not willing to let it slow me down for any moment. I don't need to carry that heaviness around with me. It's not mine. It's part of my humanness, yes, but I choose the infinite. I choose the highest self. I choose my spirit to guide me. I tune into that. When we align with that, there is no abundance block. When we align with that, there is no love block. But there's going to be moments where the darkness hits, and I invite you to call in the light. But to get there, you got to walk through the dark. Sometimes you step on something that hurts, and the pain will see you through. The pain will wake you up. It's the Great Awakener, right? So I wish all of you a blessed and beautiful Sunday. I am feeling so much better now, but I'm tender, and like I'm a crier. I'm a crier. I feel. I live life fully. I always feel. There is no weakness in crying, guys. There's no weakness in feeling your stuff. That is actually strength. So many people are unwilling to feel it. By you, if you're a teacher of any sort or you want to be a teacher, be willing to go through it, because you need to go on that path before you can lead others down that path. And people need this path. People need to go on this path. It's the path to freedom. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. Bye.